So this is a Swift Challenger 480, just going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. Front of the van you've got your jockey wheel, hitch and handbrake. We'll demonstrate these to you in person here on site. In the front locker you've got your two gas bottles with your gas pipework going to the front of the bottle, which is a reverse thread fitment. It turns the opposite way to a bottle lid, for instance, to release it from the front of the bottle. On top of the gas bottle you've got your open and close valve. Open is gas on and closed is gas off. Carry a maximum of 2 6kg propane gas bottles, as you've got there at the moment, when you are travelling down the road. Coming to the side of the caravan, on either side at the front you'll have two stabilising legs that you wind down and touch the floor with. You never lift the caravan with these legs, it could potentially damage the floor of the caravan. Above that you have your Aldi heating and hot water flue. Does very much the same job as the flue on the side of your house, so never cover it up, you leave it as it is at all times. And obviously it does create quite a bit of heat when it is running. Coming further along the side of the caravan, you've got your water pump connection, which you pull back the blue trigger for to release it outside of the caravan, and you pull the blue trigger back and push it into the side of the van to lock it in place. You've then got the pickup pipe that drops down inside the act roll itself. Coming slightly further along the van, you've got your battery box where your 110 amp leisure battery lives, and you've got your mains power lead coming in from the power on site. Then got the motor mover and wheel nuts. The motor mover, Power Touch Auto, will demonstrate at the end of the handover, so you can see how it works and how to operate it. And then we'll also get you to have a go, and we'll also torque the wheel nuts so you can see they've been tightened correctly. Two fridge vents on the outside of the caravan are simply there to allow the heat out the back of the fridge unit and to take some cool air in. And on the top right hand side of the top flue cover, you'll actually see there's a gas flue for when the fridge is running on gas. You've then got your toilet flush tank. So you'll open this up and you'll put 3.5 litres of water in here and a cap full of the pink fluid prior to use. Then in the bottom you have the toilet waste cassette. Pull up the orange handle and pull the cassette towards you. The orange neck here turns out 90 degrees to tip the waste away. The grey cap is a measure for your pink and your blue fluid. And on the back of the cassette you've got an orange pressure relief button, so while you're tipping the waste away it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. You'll also see down the side of the van you've got your two grey waste pipe outlets. Should you need any grey pipe, we have got that available here on site. You put them into the larger diameter holes behind them covers and drop them down inside your Wastemaster. Coming to the back of the caravan, again on either side at the back you've got the wind down legs to stabilise the van, and again they are only there for stabilising, not lifting. Coming down the door side, we've got a 3-pin socket at the front of the caravan so you can have power coming out to your awning. You've got your under seat storage for the front of the caravan, and then you've got your barbecue gas point. Just behind this door here, you'll actually see the other hole for the wind down legs. So as you can see, we're now on the inside of the caravan. You've got your, above the door, you've got your main control panel, so you've got power on in the centre here. You've got your water pump run. You've then got a indicator light on the caravan and the mains power post to say that you've got power coming from the power post to the caravan. If you connect it to the car, then it'll come up with an orange dot on the car and a green dot on the caravan. On the left hand side here, you've got your leisure battery voltage, and on the right hand side you've got your vehicle battery voltage, so it's the power coming from the car to the caravan when you are towing down the road, if you have the right connection on the car. First thing we're going to show you how to do is fill the water system up. Underneath this seat on the right hand side of the caravan at the front you will find your mains trip switches, which I'm just going to show you these actually. System shutdown if you ever want to isolate the power completely. Don't need to worry about this control panel here. Charger, heating hot water and a spare fuse for the caravan. You'll need to have the heating and hot water switch on and the charger switch on for the 12-volt battery to charge on board the caravan, and the heating and hot water to work. Bottom right hand side you have a test switch here for the 240 power, so if I hit this and this switch drops down it means there is mains power coming into the caravan from the caravan software on. If that switch doesn't drop down when I hit the yellow button, it means there is no mains power coming into the caravan. Left hand side here, you've got your 12 volt fuses for the 12 volt systems on board the caravan. And just on the door just here, there is a list of what each of these fuses is for, the same as the 240 trip switches on the right hand side here. Now also in this cupboard you're going to find your yellow drain down valve. To fill the water system up, that yellow valve is going to need to be parallel with the floor as it is at the moment. If it's upright and pointing towards the bottom of the seat, it will drain all of the water out of the system onto the floor under the van. So once that yellow valve is in the correct position, you come over to every tap on board the caravan, open all the taps up on the hot side of the water system. As all of the taps, that's the 2 sinks and the shower. You then come over to the control panel above the door, turn on your power again, because I've just turned off the isolator, and hit your water pump switch. Once you have water coming out of every tap continuously on board the caravan, you can shut all of the taps back off, and you can start thinking about warming the water and heating the caravan. So on the opposite side of the caravan, you're going to see this silver control panel, which when I hit the power button will turn off. Turn it on, hit the power button, it'll come back on. On the first screen you see here, you've got your temperature inside of the caravan currently, and then you've got an indicator, so you've got 240 mains coming into the caravan. Hit the menu button. At the top here, you've got your plus or minus for your room temperature. Goes work to 30 degrees. When it's at 5 degrees, the heating is completely off. Below that, you have your water temperature, so you've got water on. Also, you've got water on and water boost when this bar is completely full. Below that, you have the amount of power coming into the caravan from the caravan site you're on. So for instance, if you've got 1 kilowatt available, you can go 1 kilowatt, 2 or 3, depending on what site you're on. But if you're on a 1 kilowatt site, obviously you'd set it to 1 kilowatt. If you're not sure what to set this to, ask your site office when you arrive on your holiday, and they will be able to tell you more about what their power supply is. At the bottom here, you also have your option to run gas for your heating and hot water. So you've got gas on, which will allow the gas system to self-ignite if the gas is turned on. If it fails to ignite, it will come up with gas fail on the bottom of the screen. You'll see 2 exclamation marks on either side of the screen. You do have some advanced settings here on the control panel on the right hand side, and that will allow you to go into timers for your heating and hot water, etc. But for this, you would need to read the manual. If I tried to explain it in the video, it'd probably take me 2 to 3 hours to complete. You've then got the option, you've then got your fridge that we're going to come to next. So we're going to hit the power button on the front of the fridge. The fridge is going to come on. At the moment, the fridge is trying to self-ignite on gas. When it fails to ignite on gas in a moment, because the gas is currently turned off, it's going to flash the blue flame symbol just here. And it'll also flash the red warning triangle on this right-hand side. To ignite the fridge on, or to get the fridge to work on electric, you'll turn the fridge on and hit the electric button just here. And now on electric or gas, you can control the fridge temperature on this button on the right hand side. The more blocks you have lit up, the colder the fridge will be. Now when you're travelling down the road, you can actually use 12 volt mode here. Now you can see at the moment it's bleeping and flashing at me on these 2 symbols. That is just indicating to me we currently have no 12 volt supply from the car we are towing with coming to the caravan. We're not actually connected to a car at all at the moment. Now for this to work, you would need to make sure you have the correct connections on the back of your car and that they are wired up correctly. If they are not, the 12 volt system on board the fridge will not work from the car. So that's your fridge system. Turn the fridge off, press and hold the power button. Microwave, hob, grill and oven all work very much like your household appliances. The only difference is being if you have no 240 volt coming into the caravan, then the 240 electric ring here on the back of the hob will not work. The rest of the hob, grill and oven all work on gas as you'd expect them to. Microwave again works very much like your household appliance. However, when you are travelling down the road, we do advise you remove the microwave plate from inside of the microwave. Coming to the front of the van now. The bed at the front is just a pull-out bed, so you pull the rail out from the front here, and then the cushions from either side here, or the pillows, cushion from either side here, will drop down into the centre to make the bed up. We do advise, however, these humped sections here, you flip over and turn to the outside, so they're not underneath your back essentially when you are trying to sleep. Now coming through into the bathroom at the rear of the caravan. You have an electric flush on top of the toilet, which you flush by pressing the button on top. You've then got your toilet to full indicator light that illuminates when the toilet waste cassette is completely full. The toilet seat itself turns for your convenience. However, when you're trying to remove the toilet cassette from underneath the van, it needs to be in the straight on position as it is now. The same as the waste handle below the toilet, that needs to be in the central position when you remove the toilet waste cassette. and when you're using it, we do advise you open it up into the position it's in now. Radiator in the bathroom, please be aware that does hold heat for a very long time, and does warm up to quite a heat, so please be aware of that if you have young ones on the holiday with you. So this is a Swift Challenger 480. If you have any further questions on the caravan, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at the Caravan Company, and we'll be more than happy to help. We appreciate your business and we look forward to seeing you here on site soon. Thank you again. Bye bye.